Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Flanders. I am a physiotherapist in Ottawa, Ontario, and I practice in women's health and pelvic floor physiotherapy. Today I just wanted to talk about some of the reasons that I think all individuals should see a pelvic floor physiotherapist. So this is my 10 reasons why you should see a pelvic floor physiotherapist. Reason number 10 is we want to create a connection or a reconnection with our pelvic floor. I find so many people come into the office and are so disconnected with what's going on in their own body, yet this is an area that we use every day for bowel, bladder, and sexual function. Having a connection with your pelvic floor is essential for optimal health and wellness. And if you're pregnant, this is a really great time to understand exactly what your body's going to be going through during the birth process. Seeing a pelvic floor physiotherapist and having the education that follows is essentially the first step in creating that connection to the pelvic floor. Reason number 9 is to gain better bladder control. I think it's pretty common knowledge that pelvic floor physiotherapists do help with bladder control and control over urinary leakage. Leakage can be from coughing, sneezing, laughing, running, jumping, physical activity. Also, it can be to help gain bladder control overnight so that you're not waking in the night to urinate. So if you have any of those concerns, a pelvic floor physiotherapist can help. Reason number 8 is to stop pelvic pain. So pain with intercourse, pain with arousal, pain with orgasm, painful tampon insertion, tailbone pain, even pain in and around the pelvis. These are all things that a pelvic floor physiotherapist can help with. And I think if you follow me on social media, you'll see that I talk a lot about how sex shouldn't be painful, it should be pleasurable. So if you do have concerns regarding pain with intercourse, this is something that pelvic floor physiotherapy can help with. Reason number 7 is to improve your sex life. So if you are experiencing pain with intercourse, both males and females, pelvic floor physiotherapy can help. Additionally, having a healthy pelvic floor can lead to stronger and more pleasurable orgasms. Reason number 6 is managing the urgent need to urinate. If you ever get home from work, put your key in the door, and then suddenly get that overwhelming feeling like you have to urinate, that's something called latchkey urgency. It's very common and something that pelvic floor physiotherapy can help with. I had my own personal struggles with latchkey urgency, which is sort of what led me into this field. Another common concern that I hear around urgency is when the water's running and then suddenly feeling like you have to urinate. So these are all conditions or all concerns that pelvic floor physiotherapy can help with. Reason number 5 is decreasing the heavy feeling in the vagina. If you've ever had an experience that there's heaviness in and around the vagina, kind of like feels like you put a tampon in but haven't quite inserted it properly, this could be a sign of pelvic organ prolapse, which means either the bladder or the rectum or the reproductive organs are sitting a little bit lower in the vagina. This is something that pelvic floor physiotherapy can help with. Reason number 4 is relieving constipation. While stress and diet can play a really big role in constipation, constipation can also be caused because of a tense pelvic floor. Your physiotherapist will evaluate your pelvic floor and teach you how to use these muscles effectively. Education around toileting positions can also be very helpful and can really help with people who are chronically constipated. Reason number 3 is improving your core strength. The pelvic floor is the base of our deep core system, working together with our diaphragm, which is our primary breathing muscle, a muscle that comes across the front of the abdomen called transversus abdominis, and then a muscle coming from the sacrum up onto the vertebrae, which is called multifidus, and then the pelvic floor sits at the bottom. Having optimal core function means that the pelvic floor should also be healthy and happy. Reason number 2 is to decrease low back and or pelvic girdle pain. The body is a very interconnected system of muscles, joints, ligaments, tendons, and connective tissues. The pelvic floor has bony connections onto the pelvis, the sacrum, the tailbone, meaning that there are influencing factors to the low back and pelvic girdle from the pelvic floor itself. Reason number 1 is to have your questions answered in a safe, comfortable, and compassionate environment. All of our pelvic floor physiotherapists are highly trained, compassionate individuals who have undergone additional training to assess and treat pelvic floor dysfunction. We make sure we allot enough time within your appointment so that you feel that your questions are answered and you feel safe and heard. If you still aren't sure if pelvic floor physiotherapy is right for you, I highly urge that you find a local pelvic floor physiotherapist in your area and make an appointment. Remember to take care of your pelvic health and your body will thank you.